What's up, Lucky Gamers? It's Lucky Locks, bringing the best healing content for Tower of Fantasy. Today, after making the guides of all of the healers, we are going to talk about who is the best healer. Pretty much I've been getting a lot of questions for people asking that question, who they should use. So I'm going to try to answer that today. So let's go ahead and hop into the video. All right, so when answering the question of who's the best healer, honestly, we have to look at it from a couple different angles. Like, what content are you looking to do? Are you needing to do a little bit more DPS? Are you needing to be just, super omega heals to protect your teammates? Or are you looking to buff your people, right? So also, I'm going to be coming at it from a free-to-play angle because I understand a lot of you are free-to-play or just don't want to whale in the game, and I completely understand that. So first up, we're going to talk about Pepper. Pepper is the best healer free to play. Nobody heals more than her when you can get her to 6-star. She has a lot in her kit that can give her heals. A lot of you are saying that she is bad at healing, and I play with her literally every day. I have no idea where you're getting these ideas from. She heals off of her S1 for 100% of attack. She can do weapon charge, like on her S3. Weapon charge on her S5. And she has the same skills, basically, as Coco Ritter. The only issue with her heal is that it is in one place when it drops down. And it's the only issue, is that it is in place, versus Coco Ritter travels with her. Which, Coco Ritter's an SSR, sure, that's cool, that's fine. But she also has a dodge heal that heals for a significant amount as well. 100% of attack is a big heal. It pops off for like, depending on your attack, but you can either go from 4 to 5k, or where I've seen upwards to 8 to 11k for Pepper, right? Coco Ritter at base, we're talking about for free to play, is a really, really good character. You can run around with your heals. It's a heal that you can run to your people and drop down, and is a great heal. But Pepper, like for a free to play player, you can get her to 6-star a lot quicker. Like, Coco Ritter's going to take you forever to get the stars, and Pepper's going to have the higher value, right? And then, if we're talking about Zero at S0 does no heal whatsoever, and it's a shield, which the shield is cool. You get the damage immunity, but that's off of a 60-second cooldown. So, yeah, that's a no-go on that one. And Nemesis, y'all really loved that Nemesis video, because when I said that Nemesis has no heals at for free to play, I think you guys took it a little too literal, because a lot of you started talking about like, oh, well, her dodge is a heal. Oh, well, when you get her trade up in Awakening, it's a heal. Like, yes, it's a heal that you get when you put down your electrode. You only can put down, for those of you who are free to play, 1 electrode, and that's every discharge skill or actual skill. So that is either every 25 seconds or whenever you can build up your discharge skill. That is not effective. And for me, at like 20,000 CS, the heal is like 15k for me right now on the discharge part. I can get heals higher, right, with her, but like for those of you who are at base, it's maybe going to do 8 to 10k heal. That is not going to save your people at all. That, like, no. Like, Pepper will beat your Nemesis and your Coco. So that is a kind of quick way of saying who the best healer is for free to play. Like, because I'm ending it right now. You, like, a lot of you are so copium with Nemesis. Yes, I know she's amazing. She's so cool. But just don't forget, like, you are S0. You do not have the heals that other people have. There's no point in having her at S0, like, because she just doesn't heal. You're going to be at the bottom. You are going to have somebody with a S0 Coco Ritter and an S6 Pepper completely dumpster you. Like, and even if you do the Nemesis and the Pepper, still, you just don't put out enough heals. You just don't, right? So if you're free to play, you need to go with Pepper. And then you should most likely use your SSR selector if you're dedicated to healing for Coco Ritter. And you can run Pepper and Coco Ritter and be an amazing healer. And then you can run whoever you want in your third slot. You can run a shield breaker, you can run another healer, a DPS, whatever you want, just as long as you have the Benediction passive to give you the extra healing. That's all you need, right? So for best healer, for free to play, is going to be Pepper. She is going to be your best. Now, let's start talking about who's really good when you start investing into them, right? So this is where Pepper starts to fall off a little bit. Once you get characters up to S2, then Pepper kind of falls off, right? But she's still going to be better for just flat out healing than some of the others. All right, so when it comes to like a character who's decent at S1, Nemesis is decent at S1. You get the 5 stacks of your healing chain, where you can heal nearby allies for 135%. This is where she does like a really big burst heal. It is decent. I will admit, it is decent, right? So for like S1, like this is a really strong heal. And then another character who gets access to a heal at S1 is Zero. You get the healing orbs that drop on the ground randomly when you do damage. And it's equal to 60% of attack. It has a 2-second cooldown. This honestly is, of the support characters, the weakest S1 because the healing orbs pop out randomly and you have to go run up and get them, so they're not really convenient for people who are needing to heal. It's great for melees who are on the boss and then random healing orbs start popping up, right? But then you're having to spend a lot of time like just doing a lot of basic attacks to heal up your people. That's not the way to go because this heal is lower than Pepper's heal. So still at S1, Pepper will completely dumpster on Zero's healing. Like, this is just not it, right? And then on Coco Ritter, she does get an interesting heal where she has, after dodging, you summon a healing bee, Jesus, that follows the user and heals the ally with the lowest percentage of HP within 15 meters. Heal for 25% of attack and restore weapon charge points each time and last for 25 seconds. So this is now something that kind of follows the low percentage, like ally. Heals them for a small amount, but still it gives them weapon charge as well, just kind of help out in damage, or give them access to an ability that might help keep them alive, right? And the cooldown for this is 25 seconds. And as long as it's up, it's there pretty much, right? There's no downtime for this. So when it comes to like S1, this is where I'll say Nemesis, just for what she like offers in her kit, the S1 on Nemesis is going to be a lot stronger. Then it's going to be S2 on Coco Ritter, and then Zero is going to be pretty much at the bottom, right, for investment. And this is if you're able to access this in what you're looking at for characters. Then I'm going to move on to the S3. This is where Zero gets a little better, right? You reduce the skill cooldown for 60 seconds to 30 seconds. Restore HP equal to 30% of attack every second while the shield is active. Again, just for flat out healing, this is still bad. This is still lower than Pepper, but effectiveness kind of goes up a little bit because now you have a 30-second skill cooldown where you can give your teammates shielding. So this is where you can help protect your teammates from taking damage versus healing them from damage, right? But like when it comes for support, Coco Ritters is going to be better still. Use Sanctuary or Discharge skills to remove debuffs from target. Can be used while being affected by control effects. And then you can increase your teammates' damage and shatter by 20% and grant them immunity to control effects and shatter. So this is like honestly full support. You're now giving your teammates extra damage, extra shatter. You're protecting them. And this is just basically off of your skill and your discharge skill. So you can keep this up. There's no downtime on this. So this is going to be pretty amazing. Nemesis on hers, she just gets honestly just more damage. Every 6 seconds, Electrode will unleash Ring Lightning, which deals damage equal to maximum of 205% of attack. This doesn't help. Honestly, I'm just going to say this right now. From S1, none of these really help. The S6 gives you 2 Electrodes, which means, like, you know, you can have 2 Electrodes to pulse out the heal. You can get the extra attack from S5, but, like, for actual just flat-out healing, Nemesis doesn't do any more for healing past this. Yes, the extra attack growth is nice, but I wouldn't advise it to a free-to-play to just completely just go into her stars if you're looking to just heal more. She's not going to be it. So we're kind of just going to eject her from the conversation because she doesn't really help your team drastically. She just does more and more and more and more damage. She is honestly a healer that was created by a DPS because they're like, I want to do damage but also have some heals, and that's what she does, right? So now we're going to be talking about Zero in Coco Ritter. For the S5, this is where Zero gets more interesting again. Damaging a target, you produce a damage orb that lasts for 20 seconds. Basically, it increases damage and healing for any teammate who picks it up by 2%. You can stack this up to 20. You can stack this up 10 times to give you 20%. So that's 20% extra damage and healing that you can get for your teammates. This is really good, right? But that's at the 5th star. And that's an orb that they have to pick up 10 times. Coco Ritter has that just by dropping a heal for you. And it's 20% just right there. Now, the buff, there's no time on this, so Zero's technically lasts longer. But Zero's is a little bit of a hassle. But it has a time. Because we don't know if this heal just lasts for the skill duration, which is only 6 seconds, which is short. This one here is like literally 30 seconds. So that's kind of like the thing where like if you're using both of them, that's going to be, you know, really great. But just like one or the other, it just depends on like how much you're able to invest, because you're talking about S3 on one character, S5 on another. So obviously Coco Ritter having the same type of buff that Zero gets, but Zero gets it longer. It's just a little bit, it's a little inconvenient, I guess, because you have to go pick it up and it's at the 5th star, right? And then at the 6th star, using a skill grants allies healing orbs and damage orbs equal to number of omnium cubes. So this is more of a quality of life change. Basically, you can get up to, I believe, like 5 of those cubes. So you can pop out more and more skill orbs and healing orbs. That way people can get better heals and better damage accumulation. That way they can just, you know, just pick it up and just get the buff a lot quicker. So this is really nice, but again, this is on S6. So for a lot of people, this is going to be kind of difficult to get, especially with being a standard banner character. And then when it comes to 6 star, Coco Ritter, she increases the healing amount that she has at 5 stars, so she just becomes better at healing. And on the 6 star, literally her healing bee can just heal everybody and then give them a 15% damage and healing boost. So yeah, Coco Ritter is the winner for if you're looking at like who you're wanting to go for in the future. Like she at 3 star gives you extra damage, 6 star gives you extra damage, at 5 star she literally just heals you better, 15% extra healing effect, and then you get additional 20 whenever they're below 60%. So she can just heal more than anybody. Like yes, Zero has a shield, yes, Zero has a heal, has the damage. Is really great, really good potential, right, if you're wanting to go with, but like it's not as good as Coco. Like that's just what it is. And when it comes to like healing support, both of these two are better than Nemesis. Nemesis is just damage, but she doesn't support the teammates really. You have to just really hardcore invest into her to do it. And like, you know, in the comment section we can really talk about it, but no, these two will support the team the best. When you're looking at in-game, Coco Ritter and Zero, between the both of them, can give you 55% extra attack and then 20% shatter because of Coco Ritter. That is huge. 55% extra attack from 2 characters is huge. When you have your teammates doing millions of damage, now you're giving them an extra 50% extra. That literally makes up for the fact that you as a healer support is not doing as much. And that's like having a whole nother person there. So yeah, when you're looking for in-game, star up Coco first, then go back for Zero. That's all you need to really worry about, right? So again, to kind of summarize this video, because I know I've just kind of been rambling, Pepper for free-to-plays is going to be your best one at the start, right now, early game. She's going to be your best one. If you're able to invest, spend, or do anything like that, then Coco Ritter is going to become the next one, right? So sure enough, right, the characters who have very similar skills are going to be the 2 of the best healers. For shielding, you know, mitigating damage and protecting people from like certain mechanics, yes, Zero is going to be the best for that because you can time your skill, but that takes like a lot of skill to do. And Nemesis, she just does damage. Like she can heal, but she doesn't heal as much as the others. She just does damage. And trust me, at the top levels, Nemesis by herself, like I have friends who were whales on Nemesis, they still don't heal as much as me because I have a full healing kit, and that's because I'm using Coco Ritter and Pepper, and they just skyrocket the amount of heals that I'm able to do. So hopefully this video was insightful or helpful to you to kind of understand who you need to invest into, who is the best. I know I kind of rambled a bit, but I just really wanted you guys to know as you start to level up, as you start to get more stars, you really do want to know who you should invest into, and that's what I had this for. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this content, please hit the like button. Comment down below what you guys think. We can argue about it. We can talk about it. Whatever you want to do, I'm down because healing content is what I do, and I love having discussions about it. Also, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see and get more of this content. Click the bell that way you guys know when I upload. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You lucky gamers, have a good one. Lucky Lux out.